Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Oh, I hope you have had a fantastic week. But that time is once again upon us, ladies and gents. Look at them. The smiley-faced Imperium here. We need to wipe these smirks off their face. With extreme prejudice and a lot of last fire. I imagine a lot of last fire will help us out. But of course, we've got our gigantic army over here. That's really starting to build up and gain steam now. Now, last week, we ended up putting an extra tank brigade on the flank over here, which was truly devastating for the Imperial Guardsmen. So, let's see if we can keep this thing rocking and a-rolling, shall we, ladies and gents? Go quickly over here to the front line. We can see we've still got Tank Girl's tank up here, leading the charge. All the other tank rounds screaming overhead into the Imperial lines. Hey, Ed. Member of the Inquisition here for 40 months. Plus Slanesh as there's no other god in 40k. Ew. Thank you, Ed. Now, this is going to be the interesting flank over here, ladies and gents. This is where we need to keep an eye on it. Because hopefully a lot of our tank brigade should end up moving down here. Hey, Gordo. Hey, Tank Girl. Hey, Shifty. Hey, Night Striker. Hey, Dave. Hey, Fig Jam as well. Yeah, look at this. Our last fight here. Cresting the hill. Starting to lay down. I was going to say suppressive, but is last fire really suppressive? It just tends to burn through everything. How's the heat? It's actually quite bearable at the moment. Still got the lights off, though. Oh, God, we can see the Kriegers breaking through our melee line here. But that only means they're going to walk right into our last fire, which at the moment is busy cutting down a lot of these guardsmen in the background who are shooting at us. So, it's doing us a bit of a favor, really. Now, this is, like I said, this is where it'll get interesting for us. Because in the last stream, we discovered that this flank over here by the Kriegers, they didn't have any fire support over this side, so they found it really hard to hold on to this flank. And now, we're storming it with the last guns as well as the tanks. So, yeah, that should go pretty well for us. Hey, Lady Katie! Coming in there with a crisp at $5 Canadian. Happy August, friends. Thank you, Katie. Very much appreciated. 730 gifted. My God. Oh, my God. Sorry, Ed. I missed that. Ed coming in with the 5 gifted memberships there as well. Sorry, Ed. I was paying attention to the flank over here. Thank you very much, Ed. Very much appreciated. Congratulations, Ross. Congratulations, Zerlin. Congratulations, Vitzo. Oh, my God. Something exploded in our face. Oh, God. Congratulations, Jock of the Bushfield. Oh, my God. I almost read that wrong. And congratulations, Demon Law. More Mayo Foot viewers. Oh, yeah, congrats, Ross. It's always nice when you see the active members get one. Hey, Penguin, no problem, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Katie and Ed. Muchly appreciated. I mean, we're doing pretty well here, ladies and gents. We're still reaching the heights of 100k kills now. We've got 65,000 left on the field. Have we still got people buggering off the side of the map? Oh, look! We seem to have solved the issue of people buggering off the side of the map. Well, that's good. Yeah, we can see this Krieger breakthrough in the line here now. Wish the last fire had different colours. I turned it green on purpose. Mainly because when they were all red, you couldn't really distinguish between which side was shooting which way. because the last moved so fast you couldn't tell which direction was shooting which way. And I have heard it before and seen it before where renegade gunners had green last fire coming out of the guns instead of red. Are the tanks on the left helping? They certainly are. I mean, look at this. We're actually breaking through this flank with our melee troops now. To the point where the Kriegers are having to bring up reinforcements to deal with this. Oh, yes. Oh, this is what I was hoping would happen. We're going to make a Marinara Trench. And it's not going to be filled with the sauce. Well, it's going to be filled with a sauce. But not the kind of sauce that you'd want. Oh, look at this as well. The brutality here of the front line, ladies and gents. Yeah, we're really starting to take advantage of this flank over here. Actually pushing the Kriegers back, which is kind of amazing. Now, also interestingly, as they do break through our centre line, if our last guns survive a little bit longer, we might be end up getting them in a bit of a pincer manoeuvre between our two groups of last fire, which could be deadly. You see these Kriegers now trying to advance on our Black Legion dudes. And they are getting mowed down. Oh, that's a lot of dead Kriegers. That's a lot of Kriegers dying. Last fire seems to be pretty effective against these Kriegers. Let's get back over here to the flank now, where it looks like we're starting to get worn down by that bolt of fire. Yeah, ultimately, it's that bolt of fire that takes us out of this fight. Now, we do get a pretty good, decent amount of time here before that bolt of fire starts taking effect, and it mainly seems to be taking effect over this side of the field, which is leaving this entire swathe over here pretty open for the taking for us. So we could do some really serious damage on this side of the field. We just need enough to be able to hold this flank and keep it distracted. But yeah, things could get very spicy here. But ultimately, yeah, a chapter's worth of bolt gunfire, that's going to be our downfall here, ladies and gents. We're going to struggle with that. Last 200 troops here now. Just getting obliterated. Oh my god. Yeah, that's all she wrote for our army, ladies and gents. Right then. There's your poll. Go ahead. Vote, 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 vote. What are we adding onto our army next? Let me go take a note of this kill counter here. What did we get? 196, 040. Nice. Okay. More flashlights. Blind thy enemy. We'll have no Spartans fighting in the shade here. I always wondered, you know, what happens if someone in Warhammer 40k discovers that glass, well, mirrors can bounce glass, lasers, sorry. Like, does last fire bounce off a mirrored surface? It should do, in theory. It should do. If it is a laser beam, then all you'd need is a shield of mirror. I mean, technically, some highly polished silver might work. No too hot. I don't know. It's still light at the end of the day. In horror says the laser's been through the... Then it's not really a laser, is it then? There's got to be something else in it that'd stop that from happening. let's have a look. Okay, looks like we're getting ourselves some more renegade las guns. Now we've got two groups here. We've got the guys on the front line and we've got the guys in the flank over here. So, where shall we add them to? Are we going for the front line troops or to the flank? Oh, I've accidentally spelt that wrong. I've put font. Are we going to put them to the front? So, yeah, we can move them up here to the front or onto the flank down here. Font or Frank. Oh, God. Yeah, looks like we're going to be adding these bad boys onto the flanking troops then, which is, just double check, that's the grey unit here with 3,000 in. Okay, so that'll take them up to 7,444. Nice. Take the spreadsheet. Get the poll ready for the next round. I really can't wait for that Warhammer 40k game. The Total War 40k game. It looks so interesting. Looks like it's going to be a real hoot. One thing I did notice in it, though, I don't know if this is actually something that Games Workshop have done now, but the last gunfire in it is no longer red. It was yellow. Just made it look like bullets. Right, is that the new law for Warhammer now? There's no longer any red lass. It's all orange. Well, yellowy orange. Apparently, it's always been that in the thing. I've seen plenty of Warhammer official art where the last guns are red, though. I mean, let's put it this way. Darktide, came by, was it Fat Shark? That Darktide game was made in conjunction with Games Workshop to make it as accurate to the lore as possible. And in that, the last fire is red. So, and that was with Games Workshop's blessing. So I feel kind of bad now for Darktide. Are they going to have to change it back to a more orangey yellow colour? $200k this round? There's a possibility, yeah. We just need this last gunfire to get on down here. So we can check roughly where the last guns are, because we can see where the tanks are. Although I would imagine that the last guns filter a little bit quicker. Oh, I didn't, Nicholas. No, I didn't get to in the end. Last fire changes in colour depending on where charge packs are made. See, that makes a bit more sense. I can imagine each manufacturer wanting to have its own flare so that you knew it was their ammunition you were using. That makes way more sense. Even in the Imperium, there's still pride in manufactorums and stuff like that. The oligarchy, should we say. Now, I noticed a lot of this last fire is actually just shooting at all the ranged troops, which is really useful. Oh, what happened to the midweek stream? Sorry, yeah, I had some stuff going on, so in case you hadn't noticed, I also haven't released a video in a little while, so yeah, we had a bunch of stuff going on. But hopefully we should be doing some. I want to do some Total War stuff, so we might be doing a Total War campaign. Start getting the algorithms prepped. So if I start releasing some Total War content, then it'll be nicely prepped for when Warhammer 40k drops. Which faction? That is the question, though. I might put that up to a poll. Might choose between 4 factions and let you guys decide. Oh, thank you, Steve. Yeah, that video seems to have done quite well, the Tau versus Orcs one. I don't know what was... what made the YouTube algorithm pick that one up, but yeah, it seems to have done quite well. Our flank over here is going really nicely. Look at the amount of melee troops that we have thrown into this thing over here. Combined with the last fire, this is a good flank we have going. The only thing that really slows it down is that bolt gun fire that starts coming in at the end. Tau won, which was a surprise. Yeah, the concentrated firepower from that Tau, man. It really started to take effect on the Orcs at the end game. Did I watch the oldest view? Mitts, did I ever watch the oldest view? Holy mother of God. What an amazing bit of content. And the fact that it's all based on something real as well, was the coup de grace, like, actual chef's kiss on there. I couldn't believe, like, because there's a part in it where you can see he links some YouTube channels to it. And if you go look at them YouTube channels, they do actually do videos of that mall before it was destroyed. And that giant is literally in that mall. So the fact that he managed to make an entire short about it, it's amazing. What's the oldest view? If you like creepy, weird horror, suspense horror, just type in the oldest view on YouTube and go watch it. It's about 45 minutes long. But it's well worth your time. Oh, nice, Ed. Yeah, sorry, I completely forgot. Happy birthday, man. Red carpet for the new Spider-Man. Oh, my God. Yeah, Steve. Totally worth your time. Totally worth it. It's very unsettling, creepy, and psychological. Yeah, Mitch, you're right, but I'd say you'd only need to watch the 45-minute one. That gives you everything you need to know about it. Because that's where it all happens. And then if he's interested in it after that, then he can watch all the other stuff, which will fill out all the details. But yeah, the oldest view, my God, man. That was really good. So well done. And considering, like, what the guy's, like, 18 when he made that, shows real understanding of his craft. No wonder the Backrooms film was so good. My God, we really do storm this flank. Look at this, we're actually assaulting the graveyard over here. I mean, we were until, you know, a chapter's worth of bolter fire comes along and just ruins us. Oh, mates, if you're after some in-depth analysis, by the way, of the back rooms, there's a guy called Heavy Spoilers. He does a real good in-depth analysis of that film. Congratulations, ladies and gents, by the way. 200,000 kills. A record so far. There's your poll. Go ahead, Votey McVoteson. What are we going for? So, 214,272. Oh, Phoenix coming in there with a crisp 10 British pounds. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Oh, there's no message there. Did it not let you type a message? Type it and I'll read it out. Or maybe you were just being nice. Thank you, Phoenix. Muchly appreciated. Thank you, Robert. It's not too bad at the moment, Vic. It's not too bad. I've got a low-level desk lamp on, so I'm not sitting in pitch dark at the moment. Didn't need a message. It's been a few weeks. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Right, what are we going for? Oh, 35% for Black Legion. Now, are we just adding these boys up onto the rest of the Legion? Oh, yeah, Zolan, that was from Ed. Well, Brain Spider, as he's called in the chat here. Add the Marines, Adam. Yeah, no worries. So, where are they? Where are the Marines? Oh, there they are. Oh my God. We're going from 84 to 127. Oh, we're getting a few old Black Legion on the field here now. Oh, right, let me get the poll ready. Sorry, I got distracted by a text message then. Right, let's get this poll ready for the next round here, and we can go ahead and start this one. Right. Oh, Black Legion. That's the one I'm missing. There we go. Black Legion. Right, let's go. We are so dead. Oh. Phoenix. Not a fan of Spider-Man, are we, Phoenix? It's still here, by the way, folks. It's still here. Watching over the battle. Who knows? Who knows what its presence foretells? Now, let's see how this flank develops here for us. Oh, how are the sound levels, by the way? I had an update to my streaming software, and sometimes that, it knocks all the sound levels out of whack. So does the game sound alright? voice level's alright. I should have done this at the start of the stream rather than 26 minutes into it, but you know. Seems fine. Sound is good. That's alright then. I mean, look at that. I'm amazed by this flank, quite frankly. Frankly. God. Almost a tongue twister in there. But yeah, the fact that we managed to catch so many of these Kriegers out in the open and just blast them with last fire is fantastic news for our kill counters. I mean, just look at how many Kriegers are actually over here, and all of these die because we actually managed to push this flank. Like, we end up over here, so, you know, all of these Kriegers here get chunked down by last fire. Quite an interesting portion of the battlefield, actually, because, in case you hadn't noticed, it naturally creates this little ravine down here. So we've got a hill on that side and a hill on that side, which means that eventually, as the bodies build up, all that goo is going to get funneled down this way and into here. So, yeah, we've picked the perfect spot for a Chaos Army to hold the battle, really. One thing that we have to, that's going to hinder that, though, is these corpse piles here. Because as you can see, the goo builds up behind it. Oh my gosh, Stephen! God, that was bright. See, that is bright. That orange is damn bright. Stephen going in with the 20 crisp euros. Thank you very much. I was away for a bit, but now I'm back. We're bad. You're pink, and I'm glad. Thank you, Steve. Very much appreciated. I almost, again, that was almost a tongue twister for me to read out. My brain was trying to unravel that as I was reading it. We're bad, you're pink, and I'm glad. I hope you don't mean the singer. Actually, now I think about it. Am I just like a pill? Something like that. That was a Pink song, wasn't it? I swear that was Pink. I don't know. And look at this. Yes, more Kriegers into the meat grinder. The wave of chaos wash over you. I don't know why, but that voice always reminds me of what the Skaven talk like. Yes, yes, more. But then I always get that confused with the kobolds from World of Warcraft. Well, like, you know, take handle. I just love the fact that all orcs are cockneys as well. Oh, Ed as well, coming in. Ed coming in there with that horrific colour. Thank you for a crisp £2 Now this is a story all about Uwu. Oh, Ed, I wish you'd carried that on. I would have sung it. Sandy. How do you know it's a Skaven talking? Because every sentence starts with yes, yes. Yes, yes. We gather Wobstone, yes, yes. Like I said, I just love the fact that all orcs are cockneys. I would have found it even funnier if they used Cockney rhyming. Mind you, to some level, they do use Cockney rhyming slang. Because their swear words essentially are versions of Cockney rhyming slang. Oh my god. Shifty. Writing an essay for me here. For his 42 months of the Inquisition. Everyone want to congrat Pinky on cracking over 18,000 subscribers. Has been slow but fun climb to this point. Looking forward to sitting down and catching a game with you at some point. Also, ooh, and ara ara. Thank you, Shifty. Thank you, guys. It's been an arduous journey, but we've made it, lads. We've made it. The Guardsman rank swells. Pretty soon we'll have a battalion strength. And then my secret plan can be enacted. And we'll go and invade Argentina. They'll never expect it. And then, when we're victorious, I can just sit there and laugh and saying, haha, that was revenge for the Falklands. Is the ravine passable? Yes, but only just, Mitts. Only just. There's these little walkways at the side that they can use, so until it gets deep enough, until we start hitting this steepness up here, yeah, unfortunately they're going to be able to pass through there. But yeah, we'll get to a point where they won't be able to pass through that, and you'll have a free shooting range into that entire cliffside. So what eventually will happen is your last guns will come up here, and you'll just be blasting into the side of them. Anyway, there's your poll. Go ahead, vote. What are we adding to our army next? 210,930. What did Argentina do to me? It's just a little thing called the Falklands, where Argentina thought they could attack an island belonging to the British because they thought the British wouldn't defend it. So if we launch a surprise attack on Argentina, there's got to be oil under there somewhere, right? Oh. Give you a couple of more mins to vote here. With what army? The army of subscribers that we're building. Told you, once we all get to battalion strength, I'll activate the sleeper agent plan that I've put in every single one of these live streams. Anyone who's watched one of these live streams, even for a second, has had subliminal messaging implanted into them. I'll activate that and you'll all become my clone army. They're not actually clones, but you know what I mean. Oh, crap, I'm not meant to say out the plan, am I? Whoops. Anyway, let's add some Renegade Melee on here. Now, we're just going to add these onto the big group here, because otherwise it's going to start getting confusing. So, that takes them up to 204,175. Oh, we're going to have to widen them ever so slightly here, guys, because we've got a couple of them that are going off the map there. So, let's take that down to a 1 point. No. Oh, I forgot this game, man. 0.8. No, 0.8. There we go. Oh, I forgot to update the Legion as well last time. 127 for them. Let's get this copied over to them. Awesome. Let's get the next poll ready. You're prepping to storm the beaches of Argentina. Please move the flanking Latin tanks forward a little bit. Yeah, can do, if everyone's happy to do that. Yeah. So what, like, about here? I was disappointed the other day. Wow was not a recognised Scrabble word. Can you imagine an orc playing Scrabble? He's more likely to probably scramble your brains. Oh god. I forgot this was a graveyard world. Completely forgot. I actually love them in Warhammer 40k, that they have entire worlds dedicated to graves and cemeteries. Such a cool idea. But if I remember rightly, in Space Marine, didn't we visit one? A cemetery world. It's just covered in the dead. Yeah, you do. I remember that. It was a really cool part of it. That campaign was so cool, man. The Space Marine campaign, I really enjoyed that. Mega thanks to Shifty again for that one. Wouldn't have been possible without him. But there was such cool attention to detail in the surroundings in it. The only thing I didn't like, personally, about it is the combat style. Feels a bit console-y to me. I don't like that lock-on kind of style. But yeah, other than that, absolutely amazing game. The attention to detail in it, fantastic. You wanted to see me play it. And play I did. And play I did. Now, hopefully, we should be able to chew our way through this flank this time. Because the problem that we've been having over here is that we've been a little bit too slow to get through these lines of Kriegers over here. Now, our last fire is pretty effective. It is cutting down the Kriegers, but it hasn't been fast enough up until this point. Because what we really want to do is break through this line before that bolter fire really starts taking effect on our troops. I mean, just look at this puddle of the puddle of blood down here now. See the Marines moving forward pretty nicely there. That last fire of ours raining down from a hill. Tank rounds screaming over the top line of melee and just landed in the mass of guardsmen behind them. But here they are, ladies and gents, stalking the battlefield. The Blood Ravens, using their insane targeting scanners here to just rain down bolter fire on us from a distance. An entire chapter's worth of bolter fire. Oh my days. No wonder our poor troops on the front line just get absolutely massacred. We'll get there though. We'll build an army big enough to take these on bit by bit. How are our Black Legion troops doing? To be fair, our Black Legion troops haven't really got to the front line yet. I like that they're just holding the rear lines, letting all the other infantry do all the footwork for them. Look at that spray of death laser from this side. Oh man, the poor old Kriegers. They're just getting no fire support over here. Though the closer we get now, The guardsmen on the cliff face will actually be able to start giving them a bit of covering fire from this side. Not much, but it'll be a bit. But you can see our lasers are just chopping through now, and I think this is the furthest we've managed to advance. And the bolters have not yet reached us. However, that bolter fire is going to start concentrating on our last fire support pretty soon. So hopefully we can get some of these guys down into this dip. If we get down into this dip, we should be out of the immediate effects of the bolter fire. That's it. Take that flank. See the Kriegers pouring reinforcements into this, but it's not a holding. Our last fire is starting to clear out the cliff face, ladies and gents. Look at this. Oh, it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, folks. Kriegers, conscripts, cut down left and right as last fire rips through the lines. Our boys are actually assaulting the cliff faces. Oh my god. We're actually assaulting the cliff face. We have broken the center line with melee troops to spare. Now, I mean, we haven't broken the flank. Don't get me wrong, this is not over. But we've managed to break through on that center line now with our last fire. And we are carving a path through them. Oh my god, we are carving. 230,000 kills here, ladies and gents. We are definitely starting to snowball here. This is becoming a costly fight here for the Imperium of Man. Trying to get them reinforcements in, but they are not having that much luck. Look at this battlefield. We're clearing it out. I knew it. As soon as this flank started to fall over here for the Imperium, that's it. We're just cutting vast swathes into the side of their army now, and there's nothing they can do about it. Most of their forces are now penned down and locked down in other fights, like in the ravine down here and in this little narrow chokehold over here. So their only army that they've really got any mobility is the flanking army over here. However, just in the nick of time, that bolter fire has taken effect here and cleared out the chaos firepower. Oh my days. However, again, we did manage to get a lot of our firepower down into the ravine here, which means it's out of line of sight of that bolter fire, at least until the Space Marines advance far enough forward. Oh, we're killing Space Marines, ladies and gents. I've just seen a Space Marine go down. Another Space Marine down. We are actually killing Space Marines here now. Oh my god. We are actually killing Space Marines. Look at how many melee troops we've got left over here. 272,000. A monumental increase in kills here. And now we get to watch that bolter fire rip into the side of our infantry. Oh my god. Look at that bolter fire. Oh, there is so much of it. Oh my god. Yeah. Legion strength of Astartes. 1,000 bolt guns. I mean, slightly less because we managed to kill a few of them. But just look at our poor Chaos Infantry. Oh no. Oh no. I feel kind of sorry for them. Only kind of. I mean, they are chaos at the end of the day. Oh, God. What a battle that was. What a round. Oh, dear Lord. So, ladies and gents, if any of you ever get reincarnated in the year 40,000, pro tip, don't piss off a Space Marine. It'll probably end badly. But yeah, 273,000 kills is still damn good. Now look at that big juicy flank that we've got over that side still to deal with. But yeah, playing into this ravine down here definitely helped us out a lot there. Right, there's your poll. Go ahead, vote. What are we adding to the army? What is going to help us out here? Oh, God, that was exciting. 273309. Not a bad kill count. 273,000. Pro tip, be a Space Marine. To be fair, it'd be a quick way to go. I mean, yeah, depending on what chapter of Space Marine you came along, I guess, yeah. I mean, if it's a salamander, burning is not a quick way to go. I mean, I would not want to be bitten in half by a space wolf. That seems like a pretty grim way to go. You're damn right, Phoenix. Wait, do they do Twix flavored cigarettes? Snickers flavored? Oh, I imagine that. To be fair, I bet there is like a chocolate flavored cigarette or something. Soul drinkers are probably the worst to get attacked by. Is that pre-corruption or after? Looks like we're going to be getting ourselves some Renegade Lasguns here. Okay, so 2 options yet again, ladies and gents. We can either throw these Lasguns on the front line, or we can send them to the flank. There isn't a smoke. Some of them are on holiday. They're okay until you realise they're awful. Not an Oz anymore. Do you remember being able to buy chocolate-flavoured rolling papers? Yeah, I guess that'd make actually more sense to flavour the paper rather than the tobacco. I bet it's easier to flavour the paper than it is to flavour the tobacco. Oh, Ed coming in there with a crisp £2 British. Pinky, what Space Marine chapter would you be? Oh, Ed. Now, it depends. 2 sec. Let me get these troops added and then I'll answer that, because that really depends for me. Now, am I going for how the chapter acts, or is it based off what colours do I like? Because there's 2 separate answers for that. So, you let me know what it's off while I add these to the these flanking troops on. So we go from 7,000 to 12,910. Let's get that poll ready as well. So Ed, what am I basing it off? My favourite chapter? Based off the colour or how they act? Pinky Space Marines would be the Mayo Foots. We're in charge of the Imperium source supply for the canteen. Pick my favourite of all. Yeah, but I've got 2 favourites, and they're based on entirely separate things. Yeah, we're ready to go. The Mayo puts their banner would be tiny scissors. Little pink scissors. Okay, so it'd be Kraken if I was basing it on the colour. Right, so yeah, if I was going for colour alone, I'd be the Kraken Space Marines. However, if I was going off based on how they act, actually probably a Salamander. Just burning everything and then occasionally allowing some things to live. That's probably the way I'd go. But yeah, Kraken. I love that. I love them. I don't know why. Just that pink with the octopus design. I think it's because they remind me of Cthulhu. Like, they are the closest thing to Cthulhu in the Space Marines. But yeah, Salamanders, just because, yeah, it's, you know, everything needs to burn. Steve. I did not know that. That's brilliant. Yeah, I love the purple colour of Kraken. And like I said, closest one to Lovecraftian Cthulhu type of Space Marine unit that you can get. Krakens are a successor chapter of the Salamanders? Are they really? I have a soft spot for Blood Ravens. I love all the memes about Blood Ravens, about stealing relics. And the fact that all came from the Dawn of War 3 game is brilliant. Space Wolves? Yeah, Space Wolves are pretty good, but the thing about being a Space Wolf is that there's only a chance that you might become a Space Wolf, because you've got to go and take that transformation serum that they have on their home planet. Was it Ferangis? I can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, they have that transformation program, and half of the adepts die when taking it. Love the Kraken chapter symbol. So I know, Ed, that's what I mean. If you look at them, they just look like they've been ripped straight out of some sort of Lovecraft Cthulhu horror, and that's why I think they look so cool. Black Templars are the best. I mean, each to their own. I'm not a fan of the Black Templars. I think it's because I find their colour scheme really dull and boring. And a lot of what I like in Warhammer is based off whether I like the pretty colours or not. I think that's why I like Tzeentch so much, because he's one of the more colourful gods. Blood Angels because the Primarch is dead, not coming back dead. I'll be openly honest, guys, I do not know much about Space Marines. They are my least favourite race in all of Warhammer. By far. By far. So I don't tend to know much about the Space Marines, because I've never been interested in them. Like, I couldn't tell you the Primarchs of each chapter or anything like that. Could not tell you. Could not care less. Space Wolves are just Space Vikings. Are the Tau my favourite? No, definitely not. Imperial Guard, my favourite. Love me the Guard. Imperial Guard, probably closely followed by Tzeentch, followed by Orcs. Then I kind of like Necrons, to be honest. I quite like me a bit of Necron stuff, always found them quite interesting. Do I like Yarrick? I like the original Yarrick. I hate the fact that they killed him off and then brought him back. I think that's BS. But yeah, I used to like Yarrick. Thanks, Bits. Oh yeah, we are pushing across the ravine of death here, ladies and gents. Look at this. Chaos forces storming across the pool of blood. I mean, we're doing some really good work here. 260,000 again. Looks like the main problem now is this flank over this side. I mean, to be honest now, it's not that improbable. If enough folks get together and believe it or want that to happen, there is a possibility of it happening. Oh, hey, Firefox tab crashed. 2 seconds, ladies and gents. That hasn't happened in a while. We've gotten like a couple of streams without it crashing and then... Oh no, failure. Right, I need to get this poll restarted. 2 seconds. Last guns. But there's that theory, isn't there, about the orcs, that the only reason that the God Emperor of Mankind is actually alive is because the orcs believe in him. And because enough orcs believe that the God Emperor of Mankind exists and is real, that actually is what's keeping him alive, their psychic energy. It's a theory. I mean, I don't think it's a very good theory, because there's a lot of holes in it. You'd need a lot of orcs to influence that kind of power. A lot of orcs. But I guess if the entire orc race believes it, and it's built genetically into them, then there is a possibility that they could be the very thing keeping the Emperor of Mankind alive. Because he's seen as, like, you know, Space Marines are the big tin cans, you know, they're a good fight. But the Emperor, he's like the leader of the tin cans, isn't he? So he's got to be the biggest, best fight. We're just waiting for that bolt of fire to collapse on us now. Here it comes. Are we going to make 300k though? We're so close to 300,000 here. So close. Almost there. Almost there. Ten points to Gryffindor for anyone who knows what character said that. And from what game. Almost there. Almost there. There's going to be someone nerdy enough out there to know it. It's alright, ladies and gents. The live stream tab's playing up for me now. And we are kaput. There we go. We were just shy of 300,000. Oh my god. So close. There's the poll. Go ahead, vote. What are we going to add to the army next? Right. How many kills did we get? 297, 397. Oh, nice. Like I said, shame we were just shy of 300,000 kills there. But we're definitely starting to snowball to some degree here. And you last unit put on the right. Oh, definitely. That's what gives credence to the fact that they might be what keeps the Emperor alive. The fact that, yeah, orcs are psychic. They're all level 1 psychers, but you put, you know, 1 billion level 1 psychers together. That's still a lot of level 1 psychers. Right, let's have a look here. Looks like we're going for some renegade lasguns, was there? Think so. Yeah, renegade lasguns. Okay. So, where shall we add these then, folks? We can add them to the front. Front. Or to the flank. Or, because there's talk of it, you can make a new group. So what do you want to do with these lasguns? Are we adding them to the front line up here? Are we adding them to the flank? Or are we making a new group? Red Mist, really can't wait to see if they make a new Chaos God. To be honest, I hope they don't make a new Chaos God. If there's one thing that it doesn't need is more Chaos Gods. I think 4 is enough. 4 gives us plenty of variety. And they're already, you know, entertaining enough. I don't think we need a new god. Unless it's going to be the Chaos God of Love. I'd love to see what that's like. The Chaos God of Love. Oh, that'd be insane. I guess that's borderline Slanesh. Let's have a look then. I think we're making a new group of lasguns here, are we? Yes, we are. Just about. That was a pretty split vote there, though. So, let's make a new group here of lasguns. Where are the renegade lasgun? Go. And we're going to have 5,948 lasguns in this group. So, folks, where do you want your new group of lasguns? I'm guessing you're going to want them on the right-hand side. We're going to treat them like a Duchy and pass them on to the right-hand side. Oh, no, it was the left, wasn't it, in the song? I can't remember. Right flank, yeah. Thumbs up. Starboard. Dave, you just have to be different. Now, are we having them on, like, the same level as these guys back here? So they come in a bit later to aid the flank? Is that what we're doing with them? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go. Widen melee slightly. Yeah, remind me on at the start of the next round. At the end of this round. Here they are. Look at them. Bastards. Right. Let's see how our flanking group of lasguns do over here now. Now, hopefully, this will get us up to 400,000 kills. Because, in case you hadn't noticed, like I said before, this is a bit more of a flat open flank, so if we get the last guns down here, it could be pretty devastating for the Imperial Guard, frankly. Our last guns outrange their Imperial Guardsmen who've only got auto guns. So these conscripts here, they're going to have to run into our last fire to get into range to shoot us, which is not going to be healthy for them. Now, the only thing that we do have a problem with is this hill here, but hopefully, I think our last guns are going to be far enough back over this side that by the time that's all formed, they should be roughly about here. Hopefully. Hopefully. Okay, they're starting to shoot over this side. We want them to spread out over this way. And hopefully they don't spread towards the centre. Speaking of the centre, how are we doing down here, chaps? Yeah, we just can't get enough melee troops down here, yeah. We've got a fair few, but the Kriegers kill them pretty darn fast. The Kriegers are efficient in melee down here. So if we can somehow... Mind you, it's this big wall of last guns. It's blocking the reinforcements coming in. But let's see how we're getting on this flank over here. Okay, yeah, they are starting to spread out. That's good. Go over here to the front. Because again, this is one of them flanks where the Kriegers don't have that much firepower in the initial phase. Look at this. All these conscripts back here now. Really trying to make their way up to that front line to provide that covering fire. But they might just be a little bit too late here. We've already got the last guns in position. They're starting to set up these fields of fire. And the Kriegers are walking right into our trap. Yes, this is exactly what we want. The Kriegers now flanking into the flat open ground. So no longer will our last guns have to shoot up. We'll be able to start shooting outwards over here. And this is where we'll really start mincing through them over this side. Let's go check over onto our other flank very quickly over here. Because we should be... Yeah, we are. We're through that Krieger line over this side now. So we've got a decent amount of last fire over this side to consistently break through this flank now, which is good. We just need enough last fire on the other flank now to be able to hold out against them. You can see the Chaos Boys here really storming in, which is good because these are natural chokeholds here in the terrain, which really allows us to start concentrating that firepower. And look, it breaks the entire flank over here. That's amazing. The Chaos just really romper-stomping through now. And if it wasn't for that last fire, it just wouldn't be happening. Let's see how we're getting on over here now. So we can see now that this last fire is really starting to spread out. It's not exactly in the position I personally would have liked, but at least we've got some covering fire over here. That's better than nothing, frankly. Have we got enough troops to secure the entire flank though? Because the map edge is pretty darn close over here. So we've only got to go up to this point and hold that line there. Now you can see that the conscript fire is getting pretty heavy. But again, it's only auto guns, so they're not as effective as our last guns. That bolter fire though. Oh, they're here. The Blood Ravens have arrived. Now providing suppressive fire with that bolter. And that is just going to be ripping our infantrymen open. Again, they're using like the fragmentation round, so they're sort of, as you can see, they're like going just above the infantry, exploding and causing horrific losses for our troops here. Oh my god, that bolter fire just cleared out that entire section of the line in seconds. And now the Kriegers storming over. However, they can't just completely envelop us like they were previously, because now over this side, we've got a new last gun detachment. And that is going to be providing some excellent covering fire. Again, a lot of them are behind the cover of the hill, which means that the bolter fire isn't actually going to be able to reach these guys very easily. So we should rack up a load of kills now, as the poor old Kriegers have to do nothing but storm right into our last fire. And that is horrific losses being taken. Meanwhile, on the rest of the field, the bases of fire are just ripping open the entire flank once again. The Imperium of Man experiencing horrific losses, and I think this round, ladies and gents, we are going to clear 300,000, no problem. Here we go, 300,000, cleared it. We're actually starting to push back the Imperials on this entire cliff face. Oh my god, these are all bodies down here. We've actually got Chaos Infantry pushing up the cliff face. Oh, that's brilliant. Now, like I said, if we can get some last fire over here, that'd be good, because then they'd be on the right elevation to provide proper cover. Because at the moment, even though they are safe from the bolter fire down here, they are only shooting at what they can see on the ridge. So we're not really doing that much damage just yet. I mean, I say that. 340,000 kills. There's only 700,000 enemies remaining. We are doing really well here. And we're going to start taking out Space Marines soon. We are actually going to take out some of these Space Marines here. Look, you can see the falling to last fire. As bright as the sun. Let's go take a dip in the lake. Oh, that is deep enough for little Timmy. Little Timmy, get out your rubber dinghy. Fun for the entire family. Don't mind the fact that there's an entire war going on here. That is one heck of a blood pool that we've made over here. How are we getting on over this side? Oh, look at this. We've made a death ball, ladies and gents. And the conscripts have been forced to assault over the hill towards us here now. This actually works out massively in our favor. I mean, we are still getting surrounded and cut down here ultimately. But it does mean that we can fire in all directions, and they don't have the support of the Blood Ravens as they come over this section. So, it all rests over here now, ladies and gents. 18,000 troops left on the field. 370,000 kills under our belt. That has been a nice little increase there for us, and look at this area now, how much this gets flooded. Just bloop, bloop. Yep, little Timmy is indeed very happy. Oh my god. Wait, are we actually pushing... What? We've pushed them all the way back here? Okay. Okay. This is starting to get serious now, ladies and gents. The Kriegers are actually struggling to hold on to the chokeholds. Again, though, that bolter fire coming in to save the day. Just a reminder, 1,000 bolters are over there. An entire chapter's worth of bolt guns. And our poor Chaos troops just start to evaporate. I mean, that has been a very costly flank for the Imperium, but yeah, we need something to deal with them Space Marines, man. I believe 1,024 bolters to be exact. Yeah, that's correct. It's just over a chapter's worth. The Emperor's not going to be happy about that. Although, to be fair, quite a few of them flaunt that rule a little bit, don't they? Look at how many are here, man. There's so many Blood Ravens. As far as the eye can see, Blood Ravens. But, ladies and gents, that kill count increase. What was our last one? 297,000 was our last one. And we've just done 374. Oh, yeah, that's pretty impressive. That's the poll. Go ahead. Vote, vote, vote. What are we going to add to the army next, though? What can we do to deal with these Space Marines? Do we need more meat? Is last fire the answer? Maybe a couple of Legionnaires or maybe some tanks. Who knows? Let me go take a note of this. What was it again? 374454. But yeah, real nice increase in the kill counter there. Also the Skull Throne, indeed. Indeed. So we're definitely starting to snowball here, ladies and gents. Widen melee. Yes, let's widen this melee rank. So let's take them up to a, what? A 0.9. Let's see how that looks. Or do we want it wider than that? Try refreshing Ed if you can't see the poll. YouTube glitches out sometimes, especially with how many polls are running. YouTube's not used to people running this many polls, I guess. So sometimes they can get a little bit broken. Yeah, Steve, it's kind of random. Just one of them things. It showed up. There we go. Are we happy with the rank, by the way? Or do we want to just go to complete square at rank 1? It's good. YouTube is not fully ready for Chaotic Pinky. Keep as is. Yeah. Right, let's have a look here then. Looks like we voted for Black Legion. All right. So we're just adding these Black Legion onto our existing group? Pretty sure we should be. How many we got? Yeah, we've only got 127 of them, so let's just go ahead and add these straight on. That'll take them up to 202 Black Legion on the field. All right, let me get the poll ready for the end of next round, and then we can kick it off. No Renegade Melee, Renegade Lasguns, Corrupted Tanks, and finally, the Black Legion. So yeah, we've got 202 Black Legion on the field, so pretty soon we'll be able to start matching the Space Marines 1000 bolters. Gonna get screwed in the next round for building Pinky's army? Yeah, you are building your own demise. Right, where are they are? Look at them. 200 Black Legion now join the field, ladies and gents. Let's see how we get on here. Here's Tank Girl, leading the charge. Coming to a stop, firing a cannon, letting the infantry do the rest of the work. Bold leadership there by Tank Girl. Let's quickly go check on Summon. Yeah. The ominous square still sits looking over the battlefield here, ladies and gents. God, it's pretty messy from up here, isn't it? I can see why you're up here. You get a pretty damn good view. But let's see if we can win this flank again, and let's see if we can break this flank. This is going to be the interesting one over this side now. If we can start breaking through this flank, we might be in for the coup de grace. Oh, 2 seconds, ladies and gents. I just need to be right back. Won't be a minute. Sorry about that. Where were we? Oh, Ed's coming in with a crisp £2 there. Oh, sorry, mate. Need to go to bed. Ooh, no worries, mate. You have a nice evening. The right flank class fire, can I make them 1.2 next round? Yeah, we can change the rank of them. Here we go. This is what we're after. Some proper fire support for our lads down here. I love the algorithm for finding you. I love the algorithm for helping you find me. It's mutual. It's a symbiotic relationship. We siphon each other's life forces. I just have to warn you that at some point you will be invading Argentina with me. All my videos and live streams contain sleeper agents. Your brain's been hard-coded. Gordo. I was about to like announce you like you were some, I don't know, RPG character. I was about to call you Gordo the Fabulous. Gordo there coming in at, what is it, member of the Commissariat for 26 months. Congratulations. Somehow haven't been killed in the meat grinders on the front line. Over 100 here today. Be sure to hit the like button. Thank you very much, Gordo. Yes, the army grows in size. I mean, we're doing pretty well on these front lines, to be honest. Despite our troops being nowhere near as capable as the Kriegers, just the fact of having that meat on the front line is really helping our last fire here. And it is one hell of a show that we're putting on. Look at all that last fight. There you go. Let's put it in slow-mo a second here. Just, let's turn off all the HUD. Just look at that, ladies and gents. The power of a sun just being spread across the battlefield. Kind of insane. I wouldn't want to be in it. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of it. Now, we are beginning this clear out again. Okay, so this is where the assault takes place. Man, we really throw a lot of Chaos troops into this assault. Oh my god. And they get mowed down at the border here. Jeez, yeah, the Blood Ravens definitely didn't like us assaulting that position. How are we getting on down here? So the Kriegers still hold this point of the chokehold for now. But that last fire is really starting to build up. And the casualty rate here, let's have a look. Yeah, 260,000 kills there now. We are doing really well. Oh, look at that battlefield. Let's go see it from the square's point of view. Because the square has witnessed a lot of death today, ladies and gents. I mean, the square has witnessed, what, some 2 million deaths so far today? From his high vantage point. Let's go have a look at this flank as well. I want to see how we're getting on over here. Okay. Okay. The Kriegers are having a really tough old time here. Oh, that last fire is just eradicating. They're evaporating against it. It's like our last guns are a hot kettle, and this is the water we're boiling. I mean, that is brutal. Look at how many Kriegers are dying here for each inch of land that they're taking. Thousands of Kriegers are dying. It's kind of ridiculous, and it's quite slow progress, really, as well. The last guns are actually managing to hold them back to some degree, which, again, is brutal. Look at the bodies building up here now. Oh my days. That's what Kriegers are for, honestly. I mean, yeah. This is what they're for. But even the scale of death here for the Kriegers is pretty horrific. It's pretty nasty. How we doing over this side, folks? Again, we're doing pretty nice here. 350,000 kills. Oh, God. 2 seconds, ladies and gents. I need to be right back again. I'll leave the camera over here so we can watch our army get evaporated bit by bit. Right, won't be a sec. And we're back. Just in time to watch the rest of our forces get completely evaporated by intense bolt of fire. I mean, you can't even really see what happens to them. They just disappear in explosions and fragments. Maybe that is what happens to them. They become the fragments. Oh, ladies and gents, 365,000. Not a bad kill counter. Here we go. There's the poll. Go ahead. Vote. What units are we going to add to the army next? Let's go take a dip in the lake down here. It's getting there. This is definitely getting there. It's only deep enough for a rubber dinghy. Timmy can only get his rubber dinghy in this at the moment, but hopefully we'll get it to the point where Timmy can get an aircraft carrier in there, or maybe even a submarine. But yeah, it's certainly getting deeper in here. The fact that we've got multiple of them as well. Like, how deep is this one? This one's... Oh my god, that's deep enough for Timmy as well. Wait, is there any more? Oh yeah, we got another one down here. Oh my god, that's up to their waists, so not deep enough yet. Yeah, there's a fair old few... Oh yeah. Oh, this is where the last stand was. This is where our last troops were. And that is probably one of the deeper ones that we've got here. Very nice. Let me go take a note of this kill counter then. 365,388. So, what are we thinking of adding to our army? I'll give it a couple of more mins there for the vote. And let's have a look. Renegade less guns won that one. Okay. So, there's a couple of places we can add them now. So, do you want to add them to the front line, to the right-hand side flank, to the left flank, or do you want to make a new group? Ooh. Yeah, mate, so I'm just going to add these things on first and see how it looks, and then we'll have a look at it. Where are we going then? To the right-hand side. Okay, so we're going to give these green guys over here some more love. That'll take them from 5,000 up to 13,000. Oh, no, that's 12. 13,256. Yeah, that's 1.2. There we go. Just update the spreadsheet here. So, in total now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 45,591 last guns in total, split between our three groups. So, yeah, we're doing all right. Yeah, we should see a big increase in kills here now. We should see a mega increase in kills, in fact. We should be able to hold back that right flank for quite a while with that increase. Because what was that? That was 7,000 last guns we just added. That flank. So, yeah. Not enough flashlights? Well, we'll get there eventually. So, let's see how these last guns do on this flank now. As well, for one round, I kind of want to go to that ravine and just watch it fill up with goo from the battle. See how quick it actually happens. One of my favourite things in this game, if I'm honest, just watching everywhere fill up with blood. Come on, last guns. We need that support. Where's that? Maybe we should move the last guns forward ever so slightly? I don't know. Or maybe coming in late is the advantage, because what it does allow is it allows for the Kriegers to advance past that hill there, and we kind of want that. We kind of want the Kriegers to not be on the other side of the hill, so maybe it is a good idea that we keep them back there. Yeah, look at that. Because now they're targeting the flat plain over here instead, which is good. Yeah, so, yeah, keeping them far back is definitely the play there. Looks like we've got just enough melee there to hold that in position in the center. But yeah, it's just all going to come down to this flank, these flanks then. Because I think we've got that other flank over there now pretty damn secure. I don't think the Kriegers are going to break through that one anytime soon. So we just need enough to hold this flank over here now. Oh, look at all that last fire. It's gorgeous. The entire front. Looks a little bit light in the center here, but I think that's because most of them haven't got into position yet. But yeah, that's a lot of last fire we got now. 45,000 of them, actually, to be precise. Here we go. So we've now got almost the full commit here from our melee troops. So this is going to be the make or break part. Have we got enough? Uh-oh. I see bolter fire. That's why we're losing a lot of troops in the center here. Yeah, that bolt of fire is nailing us. God, look how quickly, actually, that bolt of fire manages to thin out our giant horde. That's really effective. Really effective. Devastatingly so. That's it, guys. Take the high ground. Rain death down upon them. So at least we can break through this flank over this side. At least we've got enough for that now. Like I said, let's keep an eye on this flank now. Let's see what happens over here. Because they really are drawing the ire of the Blood Ravens over there. That's a lot of bolt of fire coming in at them. To be fair, there's actually quite a few Blood Ravens over this side. Almost a disproportionate amount, I'd say. So yeah, that is what really ultimately starts to thin out our melee line. That bolt of fire. We need a lot more melee. A lot more melee. Because as soon as that melee dies, them bolt guns turn on our last guns. And as soon as the last guns die, our firepower dies. Like a domino effect. So the more melee troops we have, the more likely that the bolt guns are going to target the melee troops. Here we go, the slow collapse. Now this should be very costly here again for the Kriegers. 325k kills under our belt. How are we doing over this side, chaps? Okay, so we've managed to clear out vast swathes of the Imperial Guard army again. Yeah, things are going pretty well for us on this flank. Like I said, I think we've got this one secure over here for now. Just this flank over here. I don't know what it's going to take to secure the... Actually, looking at it, so we can see here, the black blob is the Kriegers. Everything else is conscripts. So, we're actually almost through the entire Krieger group here. Well, not entire Krieger group, because there is Kriegers, like, mixed within these guys here, but there's not many. So yeah, we've actually almost completely wiped out all of the Kriegers on this side of the field. Which is some pretty impressive going. There's still quite a few left in here. Like I said, they are mixed in amongst the conscripts, but as far as a concerted effort, like a giant blob of them, yeah, I don't think that exists here. Maybe on the flank over this side. Again, we've managed to push them right back down this narrow alleyway here. Our firepower just interlinking. Really caused the chaos the Imperials some problems there. Yeah, they got the surround. Okay, so yeah, they got the surround on us over here. And the conscripts basically shot us to shite with all their auto gunfire. That's how we die over that side. Okay, let's go back over here then. And let's watch, once again, 1,000 bolters evaporate our melee troops. But I do think, with every round that passes over here, we get to closer and closer. Like, we push further in. Like, before we were stuck at the doorway. Look, we're actually advancing inside the cemetery now. Yeah, there's that bolt of... Turn the kettle on, it's time to evaporate the troops. Yeah, we seem to be hanging around this 370,000 mark now. We've met our next wall of kills, so what do we need that's going to take us up to the 400,000 here? Definitely more meat on the field, that is for certain. More meat. More meat is always good. And there we have it. So, there's your poll. Go ahead. Vote. What are we going to add to the army, ladies and gents? Let me take a note of the kill counter. 378679. Okay. Too late, already voted for tanks. All right. I think Chaos Melee won that. Yes, they did. Okay, so let's go ahead and add on some melee troops here. That'll take us from 204,000. Oh my god, this is a lovely increase. From 204,000 to 279,911. Yep, that's a fair old increase. We just added 75,000 melee troops to our army. $75,000 extra meat. I like to call them bulletproof vests. We just added 75,000 bulletproof vests to our last guns. Like Legion. Move flanks last guns to the edge of the melee. Right, let's go. A very good point, Voss. A very good point. If they didn't want to be used as a meat shield, why did they sign up for being a meat shield? Oh yeah, I said I wanted to go look at this valley down here, because I kind of want to see how it fills up with blood. Oh, for God's sake. I'm going to have to be right back a sec, ladies and gents, sorry. Oh, sorry about that, ladies and gents. The little one's not too well, so she keeps waking up. Right. Oh, God. I missed it again. Typical. Well, I hope it was nice watching the blood pool slowly form down here, ladies and gents. Let's go have a look over this flank over here, because I want to see what's happening over this side now. With the addition of the... with the lots more meat over here. How are we actually going to do? Because this is a lot of meat we got over here. This actually might be enough to keep the Space Marines distracted for a fair old chunk of time. Little one keeps asking for coffee. God. Oh, John, it's my pleasure. I'm glad you have fun. I have fun too. I love setting these challenges and letting you guys bash your heads against them until you win. Although, admittedly, in this campaign, you guys have been setting your own challenge here. Which has been, for me, it's been an interesting change of pace. Because I'm not having to balance the armies or really test anything beforehand. I've been able to just throw them on the field and go, right guys, here we go. This is your problem now. How's the graveyard going? Oh God. Yeah, you guys really are advancing through here. Actually getting to the second locker? Okay, yeah, that's going really well for you over that side. Yeah, look at this last fire. These guys are just getting cut down on the hill. Brutality unchecked here. Meanwhile, Chaos Forces assault the base. En masse. They're barely holding on here. They're barely holding on. No, it might be a snake, it could be an aardvark. How are we doing over this side now? Oh my God, look at how well we're holding this flank now. So we're at 280,000 kills before they even break through this flank. That's insane. They were well through this flank before. You can see that bolt of fire is starting to chew through our last guns bit by bit. Mainly because we've run out of melee troops, but look at how thin the Kriegers have got now as well. We're practically down to just the conscripts. Pardon me. Oh. 340,000 here. We're still going strong. Again, look at all that incoming bolt of fire. The Black Legion here, barely able to keep up with it. God, we have got so much last fire. It's actually kind of scary. And we are starting to go head to head with the Space Marines now, and we are once again taking them down. It's just that the terrain here is a lot more favourable to the for the defenders. Go check back over this side quickly. Oh yeah, just a cleaner up operation. No worries, too easy. How are we doing down the ravine? Okay, so the Kriegers have managed to form an actual defensive line down here now. So if we can get some las guns down here early on, we might be able to just absolutely annihilate them. I mean, we're doing pretty well at the moment with the last fire that we do have concentrated on this area. It's not much, but it is chewing through the reinforcements there. Again, making some pretty damn good gains in the graveyard over here. Yeah, graveyard's definitely advancing. If we break through as well, that gives us a nice clear flank right into the rear lines here of the Imperial Guard. So it's paramount, really, that they hold on to that grave site here. Look at how much goo is now filling up this area. Oh my god. That's a lot. 390,000 kills though, ladies and gents. I think that's the most we've got so far. Yeah, so we're just waiting for the clean up here now. I just love watching that bolt of fire rip through our lines. I mean, even though it's our troops dying here, there's something entertaining about just watching it annihilate them all. It's actually quite a healthy number of melee troops that we actually get through on this side. You'd think that a lot of them would get killed by, you know, the Krieger and the return fire from the Imperials, but no, surprising. A good couple of thousand actually managed to live through to this part, so that's kind of nice. And the cleanup crew are here. 391,000 though. Yeah, the other cool thing about the tanks as well is they're just really good at bombarding the rear lines. Enemies who aren't even shooting at you, the tanks can hit. Look at that battlefield, ladies and gents. Oh my days. We have caused some trouble here. There's only 729,000 enemies remaining. Don't worry about it. Looks like a couple of troops are falling under the map here, so there's your poll. Go ahead. Vote, vote, vote. What are we adding to the army? Let me take a note of this kill counter here. Oh. What was that? 391,389. Ah. So let's have a look what we're going for here then. Tanks, was that? Yeah, I think that was tanks. Okay, so we got a group of tanks on the front and we got a group of tanks on the left flank here. So, where do you want to add these? To the front, to the flank. or a new group. So, give you a couple of men's vote on that. Well, a minute. Yeah, I'm guessing. I can see where we're going with this. Putting them on the right-hand side. Is that what we're going to do with them? New group of tanks on the right-hand side. Yeah, new group of tanks. Okay. Let's have a look. We are going to be getting 196 tanks. Okay. Oh, look at that. They've already appeared on the right-hand side flank for us. How convenient was that? Move the oh, hang on. I can't move them. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, that's the Russ. Yeah, we can't move the last guns forward anymore, otherwise they'll start getting cut off by the cliff face and you'll start losing troops. Look at this. Look at the size of our army now. It's absolutely gigantic. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, as always, all good things must come to an end. And so, must our stream. As always, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. A massive, massive shout out to everyone who's donated and all you channel members. It's really appreciated. I can't thank you enough for that continued support. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Of course, massive shout out as well to the mods. Thank you for keeping that chat running lovely and smooth. And a massive shout out to everyone who watches the VODs and all you subscribers out there. And until next weekend, ladies and gentlemen, peace.